Good morning. All right, let's go ahead and lift on our toes and back onto our heels. Wiggle your piggies. Wake your feet up. Hope you guys have had a wonderful first part of your morning to yourself as you woke up or whatever you had to do with your family or anything, but hopefully you had some me time. And now you're getting this time with yourself on your mat. So let's honor this time because we're totally going to get blissed out on our practice today. So let's go ahead and just align our ankles, knees, and hips. Engaging, lifting kneecaps up. Engaging at the first bond at the pelvic floor. That small lift through the sphincters, engaging through the perineum. Drawing navel back towards the spine, lifting up towards the sternum. So we relax our shoulders down. We're going to draw our chin in and reach our crown up. And just feel yourself elongating. And then take a big inhale through your nose, a big exhale through your mouth. And just meet yourself on your mat. Say good morning to me. Let's go ahead and roll out to the knife edge of your feet. I don't know why, for some reason this feels so amazing. I think it's because we're always in forward motion and pressing out in that lateral direction for our ankles. This builds a little strength and stretch. And then go ahead and roll inward, knock those knees together, lift up those knife edges, and just move back and forth. And then place your feet firmly. So we stand in Tanasana Mountain Pose. This is our grounding pose. Standing in this stature connects us to the earth as we reach our crown up towards the heavens, feeling that connection within. Just closing our eyes and drawing that attention within and taking this moment to sit back. So just visualize. Our imagery is very important. It holds power into how we see our day to day. So in this space, just kind of sit up out the little side of yourself and just sit down and observe without judgment. So observe yourself standing, your posture. Feel the energy in your body. Connect to your cells, your organs, the tissues, your joints, your ligaments. Feel those inside your body. Connect to them. Remember, we're matter that's having a life experience. So that matter comes together through atoms. Those atoms circulate together, creating molecules. Those molecules circulate together, creating cells. Those cells create together, and they create our tissues and our beingness. So in this stance, in this awareness, as we observe ourselves here in this present moment, let's just embrace ourselves with love and compassion. Feeling appreciation for our bodies, our vessels that hold our soul. And through our practice today, we are totally going to get blissed out. So we want to use this mudra through our practice. And it's our thumbs, our middle finger, and our ring finger coming together. So our index finger and our pinky finger stick upward. And the thumbs and the ring and the middle finger press inward. So this is our mudra. It almost looks like you're making a little dog face. You can feel those fingers tippity-tappity, and the other two lifting up. So you're going to stay together right here, and this we're going to draw inward. This is really energizes the body. So as we're energizing our body through our physical movement on our mat, drawing in this mudra is also a mind-body connection. And when we utilize the mudra, it just brings that sense of awareness deeper within. Since we're intentional through our practice, let's just go ahead and set that intent that bliss is alive within us. It lives in us, it is us, that is our truest essence. And in this space, we are connected to the divine. And in this space, we have peace of mind. We're unwavering, we're faithful. Having that joy within the seat of our soul. So our practice is going to invigorate that awareness within. So let's go ahead and bring our hands at heart center. With humility and respect, we'll go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and lift arms high to the sky. Lift up tall, exhale, fold. Shake your head, lift your heels, find some movement. And then hold at center. Press in those feet firmly, lift up halfway to lengthen, lift to the tailbone, lengthen your back, draw the navel in, and then exhale, fold. And then again, lift up halfway, lengthen, and exhale, fold. And one more time, just lift up, lengthen that spine, and exhale, fold, just get a little deeper. And then place your hands down and step back downward facing dog. Pedal your heels, shake your head. Waking up the body. And just hold it. Really press in. Fingers are starbursts or a foundation for yourself. So just make sure your fingers are spread wide with a firm foundation in those hands. Grip in your fingers, suction cup the center portion of your hands. You press the knife edge of your hand into the mat. Elongate your arms, ears and elbows side by side, tailbone high to the sky. So you're lifting up in those heels, squatting into those thighs. Getting more length through your torso. Feeling the back of your legs starting to stretch out, you can begin to press those heels towards your mat. To the best of your ability. They don't have to touch. Just do what you can. If you need to keep the bend in your knees, you can. You want to zip your toes towards your knees towards your hips towards your ribs. Join navel to spine. And take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. And then roll it out to plank pose. And we're just several times going to roll back and forth. Getting that muscle memory from plank pose to downward facing dog. Make sure as you roll out, you do not sway in your back. You keep yourself pressed out through those shoulders, shrugging it out. Keeping a long spine. And one more, and I want you to roll it out, and I want you to hold it. Really press and round into your back, as if you're shrugging those shoulders, and you press it out. Tuck your pelvis under, zip through your thighs, don't sway in your back. Gazes over the nose of your mat. And then pull your right knee in, hold it, then lift it out to the side towards your shoulders, and then pull it right back in, and then press it back. Other leg in, pull that knee in, hold it, then lift it out towards the shoulder to the side, then pull it in, and you kick it back. We're gonna alternate. Pull it in, out to the side, pull it in, press it back. In, out, in, press, in, out, in, press, in, out, in, press. If you need to, you can always balance on a knee as you alternate. You can do this kneeling, bring it in and out, open and close it. Keep that neck aligned with your spine and lift and center it. And then you have just a couple more on each side. Pull it in, open up, pull it in, press it back. Keep moving. One more each side. Last one. Balance, hold it on that plank pose. Shift your weight forward and come all the way down into your abdominals. Shoulder blades down and back. Hover your hands to the mat. Zip through your thighs, so toes stay down to the mat. Press in those hips and lift up a little higher. And then just lower down and lift it up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Make sure feet stay glued to the mat. Zip through those thighs. You can glue that baby toe down if you can. Press those big toes together and lift. And lift and lift. For 8 more, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Lift it up, hold it. Reach those arms behind us, lift those palms up, hold it. Lift your thighs. Lift and hold. Reach back, hold and breathe. Now lower and lift. 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 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Lift it up, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then bring it in center. Hands come down and press upward, facing dog. Rock it out. You can be on your knees if you need to. If you want to increase the intensity, push off those knees. Deepen in your bend. Again, finding that movement. Center, hold it, elongate your spine, elongate your neck. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Chin to your chest. Roll around to the other side. And just neck roll side to side. And your last one, lift it up. Center hold, press into that mat. Now lift your hips downward, facing dog. Lifting your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Take your left ankle around your right and hold it. Hold in your fold. Come all the way down, have a seat in your lotus pose. Now we're going to unwake the energy at the base of our spine. This coils up at the base of our spine, so we're going to place our hands here. Just awaken that Kundalini energy. So just rotate your body around. Big circles, one direction. It's pressing into those knees. As you press away, roll around, press to each side. Big circles. You can get as deep as you can in that movement. Exaggerate the circle from one side to the other. As you press down, press away. Energetically releasing through the spinal column. Awakening through our energy lines, our energy centers. For optimal wellness and wholeness in our body, our mind, and our spirit. Finding that balance and harmony within. Link breath with your movement. Begin to swirl that head, drop it down and around. Just open up the body, make big movements. A couple more in this direction. Feel the dance with the energy. And your last one. Center, hold it. Just take a breath. You may feel a little dizziness. And then we're going to rotate the other direction. Begin pressing in. Taking gaze out over the nose of your mat. So press side to side. Exaggerate that circle. Again, linking breath with movement. Uncoiling the energy through the spinal column, through our energy centers. Finding that balance and harmony. As we awaken it. And then you begin to get a little bigger, dropping head down, swooping it around. Just big, be dynamic, be rhythmic in your movement, linking breath with your movement. Feeling that aliveness within, that bliss. Awakening. Bliss is a state where we can be in joy and happiness together with peace of mind. Last one. And just sit or hold it. Again, allowing that dizziness, that woohoo in your brain right now. It's all those little circles. So then we're going to extend our arms. You're going to pull your thumbs in. Clasp those thumbs inward and represent wholeness within. All right, so we're going to come right here and you're going to reset the parasympathetic nervous system. So we can be frazzled from day to day and setting in that fight or flight in that high beta brain. We're just going to come right here into that. Through our practice, it brings us in to a nice, deep alpha. We can come to a theta state, that meditative, in between that state of almost sleepfulness as we're right here in our breath. And through our practice, we stay in the alpha wave. But right here, we want to breathe. So it's a quick breath. As we pump our arms, it's going to be about 2 minutes right here. So the arms may get a little heavy. Hang in there. Keep those thumbs representing wholeness within. Feeling whole and healthy, radiant and healthy in our posture right here. As we pump through, moving those arms back and forth, feel the chest moving, the torso moving, and you quick, rapid breathing. In through our nose and out through our nose. Ready? Begin. Keep breathing, keep moving, setting that intention, that imagery, as the body feels restored and renewed, healthy and whole. Keep that breath moving rapidly through the body. And anytime you feel dizzy, you can always stop. This is your practice. Listen to what's best for you. connecting deep within the mind, transcending the physical and uniting with the spiritual. About 30 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Ooh, bring those arms, just circle them around. Other direction. And then bring your arm across your chest. Other side, bring it across. Then lift it up, press it back on that elbow gently, bend that arm back towards over your head. And then switch the side, reach at that elbow, bend it back, reach overhead. And then release it, hands come down. Lift yourself back up and then cross your other foot and just crisscross and hold. Now your left foot is in front, dangle your head, hang and hold. And then place your feet center on your mat. Find your chair pose, sit deep, lift your chest, hands, prayer. Little pulses right here in your chair. So as we're here in our chair, make sure we're not pushing our knees forward, so we're not doing this motion where we're bouncing forward. We're pushing our booty back. Accentuate the back side, igniting that fire within. And again, let's find our blissed out mudra. Join our middle finger and ring finger together, extending index and pinky. Woo! Holding it right here. Arms are out, then reach those arms overhead. Stay in that little pulse. And then sit deep and hold it. Roll that pelvis under, draw the navel in, shoulders down. Gaze is up. Being intentional here as we breathe and connect within, squeezing into the fascia of your body, into those muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints. Squeeze it all in, squeeze the cells with that bliss, with that joy and happiness. It's a state of mind. It's an intention that manifests into our reality. Close your eyes, feel the essence. Drop another inch down, bring your hands to prayer, and we're gonna lift the knee alternating. Have a seat, lift and lift. Sit deep and lift, sit deep and lift. Lower and lift. Really push your booty back as you lift nice and tall. Breathe in, breathe out. Link that breath with your movement. If your breath changes from nostril breathing, you can change it to nostril to mouth. Do what your body needs. Your body will signal to tell you. Give me 8 more. Sit deep, lift tall for 7 more. Breathe. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. And then take your knees, lift them up, and just press up. Press up, press up, press up. Keep that foot flexed. Lifting those knees. Core stability. Engaging our powerhouse. Our hips are back, our core, and our glutes. As you lift, you lift, you lift, and lift. For 8. For 7. For 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And your last one, and then you're going to bounce on the left and right hemispheres of the brain and just criss and cross. Crisscross the middle line of the body. So you have to kick the opposite arm, opposite leg, and this energetically balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain. As we cross the midline, opposite arm, opposite leg connects through that midline, finding that reset. Hang in there, 7 more. Keep moving. Feeling that serenity coming within, that clarity in mind, that steadiness. Give me 8 more each side, 7 more each side, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, and then shake it out. All right, do a little dance, find that happy dance, whatever makes you feel good. All right, let's come back to the top of our mats, hands to heart, into Surya Namaskara. Lift all the way up. Exhale, full. Listen to my cueing. Take the right foot, step it back, draw to that back knee, Anjaneyasana. Press those hips forward, fingertips to your mat. Long spine. Keep a neck aligned with your spine. Keep your knee and ankle lined up. Press that foot a little further forward if you need to. Elongate that back leg. You can be on those toes or you can flatten your back foot. And then we're here. Press those hands down. Take that left leg, kick it up. Elbows rotate in, chin, chest down, gazes forward. And then bring it cobra pose. Then push up, downward facing dog. Right leg kick, stack your hip. Stay right here, hold it. Make big circles one direction. And then reverse it other direction. And then lift that hip, stack that knee, lift, open it up. And then lift that knee, stack that with that hip. I said the reverse. Bring that leg all the way through. Drop to your back knee, right leg forward, left knee down. Keep those left toes curled under or flatten it if you choose, whichever works for you. Knee and ankle are in alignment. Elongate your spine, gaze forward. Press in, fingertips to the mat. Smiles on our faces, igniting that joy in our soul. Feeling oh so good. All right, let's curl the back toes. If they're not curled, step it up. Take a big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift up tall, exhale, fold. Lengthen that left leg back, drop to that back left knee, press in right where we just were. Elongate, get a little deeper into it. That's Surya Namaskara. Pressing in, awakening up, and then take that right leg, kick it up. Elbows rotate in, chin goes down, gazes forward, lift that leg up high, and then press up, cobra pose. Push back, downward, facing dog. Kick the left leg, stack in your hip, lift in that knee, make big circles. And reverse it. And your last one, lifting that knee, and bring it through. Drop to that back, right knee. Press in towards your left leg. Walk that foot a little further forward. Spine is long. Gaze is forward. Take a breath. And then curl those toes, step to the top. Take a big inhale, lift. Find your chair. Full sun salutation, lift up, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back downward. Facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Press in, round, and shift your way forward. Chaturanga, elbows and shoulders line up. Hover, hold, fully extended or kneeling, and press upward. Facing dog. On your knees or off your knees, press in, rounding in the back. And then add that push up only if you choose it for downward facing dog. Take a breath. Lift your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift. Find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back. Downward dog. Roll it out to plank. Shift your way forward, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Lift the heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. Bring it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take that right leg, kick it high to the sky. Bring it through, down to that back knee again, Anjaneyasana. Press it in. Now this time reach those arms high to the sky. Reach those arms up, press into your hips. Reach those arms up, gaze is up. And then place those hands down, kick that back leg back into a nice deep crescent lunge and lift the torso, reach it up. Really kickstand that back leg back, front leg is strong. As that knee and ankle are in alignment, center your hips, make sure you're not crunching down towards the front. Sit back, lean in, and deepen down. Hold and breathe, then place those hands down. Step that back foot up, find your pyramid. Walk those fingers forward, forehead towards your knee. Elongate that front leg, lengthen in the back leg. Press the tailbone back as you reach your crown down towards your toes. And then step it back again into that lunge, nice and deep. Take that leg, kick it high to the sky. You're gonna pull that knee into your heart center, then kick it up. Then pull it out wide to your elbow and kick it up. Pull it in heart center, kick it up, out wide. Elbow or shoulder, wherever you can get that knee, pull it into center, then out wide. Kick it up, pull it center, plank pose, kick it up out to the side. Moving back and forth from your down dog to your plank, moving that knee in and out from your center to the side, moving in, moving out, using that breath to link movement. Hang in there. Several more. If you need that left knee to modify, you can always come onto your knees. Your knees are your friends in your practice. There's always a place for everyone to practice. Find child's pose whenever you need it. Last one. And then kick it up. And then chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take that left leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Bring that leg through for Anjaneyasana, dropping that back knee, press those hips forward, reach your arms high to the sky. Press it in, elongate as you lengthen as you press them down. Back leg is long. Deepen into that front leg. And then press those hands down, curl those toes under. Come into this nice deep runner's lunge, and then we're gonna lift the torso. Activate that stability, shoulders are down. Into that crescent lunge, hold it. Breathe through it. Connecting to that UIG breath within. It's that breath that sits at the back of the throat. It's that audible vibration that oscillates through the body. It keeps us in our present moment awareness as we press our tongue to the roof of our mouth. There's a little pressure point there. Our lips have a soft pursing, like not pressed tight. So light just opening as you breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. And then bring your hands down. Nice and deep into that runner's lunge, and then step it and back just a bit as we slide that foot, and we're gonna stand in our pyramid pose. Press your hips back. Crown comes down towards your toes. Both legs are straight as possible. Ankles are in alignment. That back toe's just slightly turned out. Walk those fingers a little further forward. And then come right back into that nice deep runner's lunge. And then take that leg, kick it high to the sky. Left leg's up. Then pull it in heart center plank pose. Kick it up. Then out wide. Kick it up. Then pull it center. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up. Pull it center. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up. Pull it center. Kick it up. Out wide, kick it up, pull it center, kick it up, out wide, kick it up. Keep moving from plank pose to downward dog. Again, linking your breath with the movement. That breath keeps us in that space of awareness, of connectivity within. Again, remember when we started our practice, we were just kind of sitting outside observing ourselves without judgment, with love and compassion. You can kind of do that now. Honor where you are in your practice. And one more time. And then kick that leg high to the sky. And then go through a little chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog. Push up, downward dog. Remember that push up's always just an option. Lift your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Hold in your chair pose. So hold right here, really push your booty back. Your spine is long, roll the pelvis under. Sit nice and deep. Bring those hands prayer. And again, we're blissing it out, blissing it out. So find those mudra right here to bliss it out, enhancing that mind-body connection. Extend those arms, sit deep. This time lift your heels and working on balancing, sit a little deeper. Find that distri, that focal point to help you balance. We'll draw the shoulder blades down and back, engaging the bandhas at the pelvic floor, the navel and the chin. And just breathe, just be, allow yourself to be here present in this moment fully. No distractions, no thoughts, just here and now. And our brain's a computer, so you're thinking, how do I not think? It's not that you don't think, you don't turn the brain off, you just direct it to the present moment. So focus your attention on your breathing, the awareness of your body, the sensations going within. Turning all external attention off. Being content in this space. Maybe sit another inch deeper. And then bring your hands to prayer. Seat comes a little deeper. Lift the right leg. Hold it. Take this leg, kick it out, and just kick it out. Arms are up, shoulders are down. Focus that point to help you balance, that distri. And you got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, you got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one, kick it out, hold it, extend that leg, flexing that foot the best of your ability. And then swoop it back behind you, crescent lunge. Your left leg is forward. Those toes are forward, back heel is up. If you need your knee, you can find it. We're gonna get a little deeper. You're gonna hinge your chest forward, and you're gonna step it up, pull it up. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Charging that energy. Lunge deep into that front leg. Pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. Igniting that fire in that left leg. 20 more. Twelve more. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Lunge it back, nice and deep. Find your balance. Sit here, hold it. Then revolve your body. So it's your right arm forward, left arm comes back. Sit a little deeper. Then cartwheel those arms, lift that right arm up, left hand comes back. Deep and down, hold it. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep that smile. Take your gaze up. Whoop, as I start to fall over. And as we take that gaze up, we're going to begin to hinge ourselves forward into reverse balancing half moon. So it's your right hand down, left leg forward, shoulders stack. Your gaze goes up to the sky only once you find your balance. Try to drop that right hip down, center it as you lift that right back leg. Shoulders will stack, gaze will go up. Smiles will go on. Feeling those happy endorphins releasing, those dopamines, serotonins just dumping into the brain, into the system, that natural high. And then we're gonna go ahead, step that foot back, cartwheel those arms around into goddess pose. And little pulses. Little pulses. Sit, maybe rock into those hips, Wake them up. Move around. And then find your center. Arms come out. Make big circles. I'm sorry, I said big. I mean little. Start off little. We'll get bigger. Start in those little circles. Control. Reaching those fingertips out. Pulsing down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Down and lift. Down and lift. You got 8 more. You got 7 more. You got 6. You got 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And hold it. Just hold. Now reverse other direction and pulse. Reverse other direction and pulse it. Pulse and pulse. Down, lift, down, lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze through your thighs. And 8 more. And 7 more. And 6 more. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Sit deep, elongate, deepen down, and then we're going to reach it out and reach it down, balancing half moon. And hold it, balancing half moon. So you align your fingers with your toes to the best of your ability. Balance, you're on either side, so we're going to do both, so it doesn't matter which side you're on. I didn't tell you which side, so it doesn't really matter. Typically go with the right first and then with the left, but you can do whatever works for you. And then bring it back, center goddess. Reach those arms, and then leap it out towards the front or wherever you are, and balancing half moon. Hip stack, shoulder stack. The last thing that goes up is your gaze. Try to align those fingertips with your foot to the best of your ability. And then step it back, goddess pose. Might be wobbly on one side than you are on the other. And then come out other side. Leap it out, balancing half moon. Hold it, breathe through it, find your center in it. And then bring it goddess pose. Sit deep, reach it out, and then leap it out other side. Again, find your center, find that place that challenges you. So it's very easy to be in balancing moon when your hands are way off to the side. But it's a little more challenging if you try to line them with your toes. This is really working that balance. Really opening those hips, stacking them, shoulders are stacked. Being methodical in your stature. Then bring it out, goddess pose. And let's do that again, other side. Leap it out. Balancing, you have that muscle memory now. This is your 3rd time in it. But I should have it, imprinted, and be able to get a little deeper expression into it. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Ooh, I fall over. And then find your goddess pose. Sit nice and deep, reach in those arms, and then leap it out the other side. One more time. Balance. Gaze goes up only once you find that balance. Find that alignment. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Reach it, fingers line with those toes if you can. Only about 3 fingers is all you need, 2 or 3 fingers. Balance, and then leap it out, goddess pose. And then we're going to step, you're going to lift side to side. Reach and reach those arms, and reach and reach. Lift the legs side to side, lateral movement. Reach and reach. Reach and reach. Reach the arms, shoulders height, then press it in. Lift and press, lift and lift and lift and lift. About 20 more each side. Lift and lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Long legs, long arms. Feel that lengthening happening through the body. Feel the strengthening. Feel the endurance building. That longevity and vitality. Our well-being is alive. It's healthy. It's supple. It's radiant. Setting that intention as we breathe and we move. Moving that energy, releasing what no longer serves us, You got 8 more. You got 7 more. You got 6. You got 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And your last one. And you're going to rotate, pivot around to the back, warrior 1. Nice and deep in that warrior 1. Reach those arms high. Press in. So you elongate that back leg. So your front leg now, as you rotate towards the back, is your right leg. Those toes are 12 o'clock. Back heel is down. The ninth edge of your foot kisses the floor. That big toe is about 11:30 on the clock. So you reach those arms up. Shoulders shrug down and back. Engage your scapulatory depression. And then goal post those arms. Squeeze into your back. Really squeeze. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Then round and your back and gaze up. And then go ahead, reach it over, surrendering over, clasping your hands, chest expansion, shoulder meets the knee. Gaze to your back, big toe. Lunge a little deeper in that front leg, keeping knee and ankle lined up. And then swoop those arms back, goalpost them, open up the heart center, expand, gaze up to the heavens, and then rotate back down. Press those palms together. You can imagine you're squeezing a beach ball. We want to make sure our shoulders and wrists are in alignment. As you press in, deepen down. And then go swoop those arms up. Lift the goalpost, squeeze, open up through the heart center, lunge a little deeper. Smiles on our faces, joy in our heart. Feel that expansion, that awakening as we rotate down. Lift the arms up, chest expand. Hold and breathe. And then go ahead and release those hands. Place your hands down, walk that foot to the knife edge, and then press into a deep, nice lunge. Now, as we're here, we're gonna come to a funky arm balance. So you're gonna take your right hand underneath your right foot. It's a firefly with a crow. So firefly is this right foot's gonna kick out. Your crow is your left knee is gonna pop up towards the back of your arm. So you're gonna squeeze the back of your left arm as you sit on the top of your right arm, basically, extending that right foot out, lifting the back left toe. So you're balancing. Right arm is right leg's extended, left knee is bent, squeezing into the outer edge of that arm, squeezing in through the psoas. The right leg kicks out as you fly. Balance. If you can't get your toes up, you can just balance and hold in this position with your right foot down, left toes down. Getting into the space and kind of working, teeter-tottering back and forth from your feet. And then wherever you are, take those legs, kick it up. Right leg kicks high to the sky, and then bring it out to plank, chaturanga upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take that left leg, kick it up, stack your hip, and then bring it all the way through for warrior 2. Sending your hips, cartwheel those arms. As we center it, get nice and deep in it. Reach those arms out, deepen down. Expand through that heart center as you reach. Deepening, breathing. And then take that front hand, reach it over the body. So it's your left leg forward, left hand just reaches out and over. As you extend that torso, reach the arm up. You're gonna rotate that bottom left palm, and you're gonna have that right palm come over and meet it. Just an option. You can keep your hand to your hip as you reach this arm out, or if you need forearm balance to reach this arm up and over, you can forearm balance with the right arm up and over. Left arm's underneath, extended, or on that forearm. It's balancing on that thigh. Have those ears and elbows side by side as that right arm reaches up and over. What you don't want to do is hinge your chest towards the mat. So keep everything stacked and lined up. Get a little deeper in that lunge. Activating torso stability. And then go ahead and rotate. Opposite hand down. Left arm high to the sky. lunging nice and deep. And that revolves, you want to keep that foot aligned with the hand as the shoulders stack, gazes up. And then go ahead, cartwheel those arms, lift all the way up, straighten those legs, both legs, reverse the triangle and lift it up. So both legs straight, lift. Now the left arm comes up over your head. Last time was the right hand coming up. So we hinge in opposite direction. Now we're lengthening both legs, taking that right hand down your back right leg, left arm reaches up and over. Then go ahead, pivot yourself around to the front, crescent lunge. Nice and deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold it, hands come down. Take your right leg, kick it high to the sky. Now it's your option here. If you want to go into a headstand, you're welcome to do so. If you want to try a forearm stand, you can do so. So hands here, you either your hands and your elbows. You want to make sure they have a nice little foundation here as you're holding. You can place your hands flat or clasp them together. You can walk that left foot up just a bit, place your crown down, and balance back and forth. If you're trying to get yourself upward, you really don't want to sag into your shoulders or onto your neck. You want to protect yourself wherever you are. Honor where your body is able to work. Don't sag in those shoulders. So if you're here and you're pressing in, even if your hands are straight, kind of protecting your head, it's light onto your crown. It's really pressing into those forms and pressing out, shrugging out, engaging the powerhouse. And as you're lifting, balancing, and breathing, engaging the body, the bandhas, our entire system. And then wherever you are, meet yourself back down onto your mat. Draw to your knees and find child's pose. And hold right here in child's pose. Just take a minute, and in your child's pose, I want you to take your hands prayer at the cortex of your neck. Right at that little synapses there. Is this the processing? So as we're working through our heart center, through our gut, this connection within. So our survival centers are the first 3 chakra centers. Those are our energy centers, at our root chakra, at our navel, and at our solar plex. These are where we have those instincts of survivalness. The others are more of enlightenment as we connect to the heart, through our throat, through our truth, through our third eye, that intuitiveness, and the crown and the divine. So let's unite those together as we send those messages upward through the body, feeling that state of wholeness, feeling a sense of faithfulness, of hope, of trust, feeling love, unconditional love. Feel that oozing through every aspect of our being. And in this space of love, we welcome in grace and gratitude. Go ahead and extend those arms out, reach them, lift the tailbone up, curl the toes under, find downward facing dog. Go through a little chaturanga, upward facing dog, push up, down dog. Lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair, and let's move and groove. So take a big inhale, lift those knees, and lift. And lift, and lift, and lift. Press them up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one, take your right knee and lift it. Oh no, your left knee. Left knee lifts. We did the right last time. Left knee lifts. Reach those arms and kick it out. Kick it out. Kick it out. Kick it out. Kick it and kick it. Kick it and kick. For 8. For 7. For 6. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, lengthen it, hold it, extend it, engaging. And then swoop that leg back, step nice and deep into your lunge. But now as we lunge, hinge your body forward and run it out, pull it, run. and pull, and reach, and pull. Get invigorated, being renewed in our flesh and in our spirit and in our mind. Breathe in, breathe out, lunge deep. Feel that fire igniting. As we energetically work in our physical essence, it allows us to work deeper in our internal essence. We have to shift our physiology to break up that fragmented energy. When we do so, we're able to have more clarity. That opens us up to possibilities that we would not see otherwise. So reach, deepen down, sit low. You got 8 more. You got 7 more. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Woo! Get deep. Reach those arms up. Lunge it. Center yourself. Don't pop that hip down in that socket. Just get low. Reach those arms high to the sky. Take a breath. Sit a little lower. And then reverse those arms. So right leg forward. Left arm comes in front. So revolving the torso. Reaching that right arm back. Drop it down. Reach the left arm up. Stay nice and deep in that lunge. Again, you can find your back knee if you need it. And then we're going to lift out, jet out, taking that gaze up, and then lift it out, rotate those hands down, balancing, revolved half moon. So drop that left hip down, lift the left leg. That standing leg does not have to be locked. You can have a slight bend in it. You want to align those fingers with your toes. You only need 2 or 3 fingers. Idea is to drop that hip, shoulder stack. Lastly, the gaze goes up. Again, you'll find you're better on one side than the other. And then step it back, cartwheel those arms, find goddess pose. Center those hips, rock it out. Just kind of rock side to side. Get into it. We should be nice and open from our other side. So just pulse it. Arms out, little circles. This time we're gonna make the big circles. So we'll make them big, all the way down, all the way up. Lift and lift, swoop it back, lift it, big circles. Lower down and lift, and squeeze, and lift. Being dynamic and energetic. Big circle sweeps. Remember, we have this big energy around us, our aura. It's colorful like a rainbow as our energy lines shoot out in balance and luminescence of colors of the rainbow. Now circle the other direction. Visualize that halo above our heads about, 12 inches? And just radiate down around us as our arms swirl. Imagine painting with paint colors. Swirling that energy in harmony with bliss. It's playful. It's fun. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Last one. Lengthen, sit deep, hold it. Reach those arms out. Take a breath. And then you can leap it out one side. Doesn't matter. We're going to do them both. But balancing half moon. So find your balance. Remember, this 2 or 3 fingers line up with your toes. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Gaze goes up if you can. And then bring it center, goddess pose. Align those ankles, check in. And then other side, leap it out. Balancing, half moon. Reach the arms, lift it up. Balance, breathe. And then bring it back, goddess pose. And then other side, leap it out. That muscle memory. Hip stack, shoulder stack, fingers line up. Gaze is the last thing to go up. Keep the joy, joy, joy. Feeling those happy, happy vibes. Smile. Lengthen. Find that expression. And then find your goddess. Reach it, other side. Reach it out. Leap it out. Balance. Breathe. Hold it. Gaze goes up. So that last little piece of your puzzle, of your pose. Hold it, hold it. And then come back center. Goddess pose. And then other side. Leap it out. Balance it. Breathe through it. Hold it. You'll find you have a much better expression now in this posture. You have more stability. Your muscles have activated this awareness. So you built new neurological pathways just for this posture alone. And now you have a little more steadiness in it and more confident in it. And then bring yourself center. Reach it out other side, just as in life. We try new things, it's scary. But then once we do it several times, we build those pathways. We build that confidence, that assurance. It's time to step out of our comfort zone, to grow, to wake up, and embrace all that life has to offer, to fully be alive. And then step it out. Sit nice and deep. And then we're gonna move side to side. Lengthen, sit deep, lengthen, sit deep, lengthen, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Side to side. Sit deep, reach tall. Feel that expansion of the body, of the mind, and of our spirit. Being big and dynamic. Reach, elongate, feel yourself growing. Several more. Reach, reach. Feel big joy. Big in your happiness. Radical in your bliss. Lift, 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 lift. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, and shift it around, right, left leg forward, back of your mat, warrior one. Get into that warrior one. Own that warrior one right here. So check in. Left leg 12 o'clock, back, big toe, 130. Kiss the back foot, that knife edge of it to the mat. So you elongate this back leg, lunge a little deeper into your front leg. Rotate your torso, center your hips, reach those arms high to the sky. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. And then goalpost, squeeze into your arms. Gaze up, round into your back, gaze is up. Hold it, breathe, breathe, breathe. Lunge a little deeper. You got this. And then swoop those arms down. Chest comes down, shoulder and knee meet. Gaze goes to your back, big toe. Press those palms together. Or imagine you're holding that beach ball, keeping your wrist lined up, those joints stacked. Front knee and ankle in alignment. Lunge a little deeper if you need to. And then go ahead and lift the arms, swoop it up. Goalpost around to your back, gaze is up. Feel radiant, healthy, and whole. Feel that inner light shining as it gives joy to your soul. Bring it down. Hinge it over. Clasp those hands. Chest expansion in space of surrendering. Woo, surrender is good, good, good. Finding that contentment in your surrendering. That peace in your surrendering. That union with God in our surrendering. And then go ahead, lift up. Scapulatory depression. Squeeze it in, round it up. Gaze is up. Press, press, press. And then one more time, drop it back. Hands clasped. Nice and deep. Hold it. And then release your hands. They're going to come on the inside of your foot. That foot's going to walk to the edge. As you press in, we're going to work on our flying pose here in our arm balance. So it's flying with our firefly and then our crow. So firefly's on our left leg, crow is on our right. So step that back. Right foot up, hug the outside of your arm, sit back in as that left leg extends and work in balance. So it's equal distribution. It is engaging the body through the psoas, lifting through the bandhas, engaging our powerhouse, our hips, back, core, and glutes. You can work on teeter-tottering from one foot to the other. You can keep your feet down, squeezing in with those arms on with your thighs, and then work on balancing. And then wherever you are, take that left leg, kick it high to the sky. Woo! Shake your head. Just hold in it, and then chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take that right leg, kick it up, stack your hip, and then pull it through all the way for warrior two. Cartwheel those arms, center yourself. So front knee lines up with that ankle on your right leg. Left leg is long, back foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your hips are centered. As you deepen down, you expand to that heart center, opening up. Letting go what no longer serves our journey here on this earth. We're transitioning in, awakening into a newness, walking in love as we heal our souls, heal our minds, and heal our bodies. We are liberated. We are free to be our truest essence, and that is to be joyful, to be happy, to be blissful. Lunge in a little deeper. You're going to reach out with that right arm, rotate that palm up, take that left arm, reach it up, hinge in your body. If you need assistance, place that right forearm down onto your thigh, or reach all the way over. You can press those palms together. What you don't want to do is collapse your chest over towards the mat. You want to keep everything lined up as if you're pressed between two panes of glass here. Reach up, gaze up through your armpit. Lunge a little deeper in that front thigh. Hold it. Lengthen, deepen, breathe. And then lift up, straighten that front leg, and reverse into your triangle. Lengthen that back left hand down, that left leg. Reach that right arm up overhead. Gaze is up. And then go ahead and release it. Pivot around to the front. Crescent lunge. Nice and deep in this crescent lunge. Get down and hold it. Oh wait, pivot back around because I forgot. Rotate around, drop your left hand down. Drop your left hand down as you press in, reach that right hand up to the sky. So right leg's forward, left hand down, gaze is up. And now pivot yourself around to the front. Lift up, crescent lunge. Got that one little move. Had to get that in there. Got to keep it all balanced, that energy flowing. Sit deep, but I am human, so I mess up. Got lots of little turns and twisting. Steps throughout. It's hard to keep it all straight. All right, let's meet down. Take that leg, kick it up. And then again, if you want to here, practice in your forearm. You can be on your forearm, balancing off your head or on your head. You can clasp your hands. But you want to make sure your hands are around the outer edge of your forearms first to make sure you have that foundation. Then either place your hands out or clasp them. If you're on your head, it's not a lot of pressure. It's very light. You're pressing into those forearms, into those shoulder sockets, and rounding out. So you lift up, balance, breathe. You can play with your legs once you get them up. If you can't get them up, you can just hold. Upside down. You can play around. But wherever you are, you don't want to sit into the crown of your head. You want to press into those forearms, pressing out. Engaging the bandhas to help elevate the body. And then wherever you are, slowly bring yourself down and out to child's pose. Sit deep and hold it. Again, taking the hands of surrender to the cortex of your neck and just taking in all that your practice has offered you so far. So just your hands are prayer. Being humbled in this space. Humility is our gift. that connects us a little deeper within, so we can just come raw and vulnerable, showing up in our truest essence. And in this space, we can break away from the veils that hold us back from living our truest self. We're each beautifully, uniquely designed. We are our own expression. We are matter here as a vessel for our souls to have this humanly experience. And we're here collectively together on this planet. And it is together that we thrive. As we have become more divided during this time, it is truly our personal responsibility to find unity within ourselves so we can ascend that energy out into the earth where everyone can come more united. The only way we can survive is through unity. We first have to work on ourselves.
Tammie, you're paused again.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, my phone. I charged it all night and it says it's about dead. Good thing we're about done. All right. So go ahead. Thank you for telling me that. Reach those arms out. Sorry you missed what I said. I don't know where you missed it. All right. Go ahead and lift yourself out. Curl your toes under. Sorry about that. And lift yourself up, downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Squat into your thighs. Oh wait, do a little chaturanga because we didn't do that little piece. You don't have to, but I just like to add that. Little chaturanga. And then squat into your thighs, step or hop to the top and have a seat. Woo, all right. Lengthen your legs, sit tall, reach your arms up and hinge over. Elongate. Lengthen. Breathe. All right, go ahead and flatten those feet. Draw your bottom up. You're gonna round it down one vertebrae at a time. Just take it down. Place your hands onto your mat. Step those feet up just a bit and lift your bottom up. Draw your shoulder blades under, reach for your heels. And then lower down and lift it up. Keep your knees and hips lined up. Just tap the bottom to the mat and then lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Breathe. And 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and your last one, lift and squeeze it. Now take that right leg up, hold it, and tap it down and lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. The bottom that goes down, that leg stays up. Lift and lift. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, you got 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift it up, hold it. Now lower the leg and lift it up. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Your bottom is off the mat. If you can't do that, just leave it on the mat and lower and lift the leg. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, and 4, 3, 2, and when lifted, find that pigeon foot onto your knee, drop your bottom down, reach your arms through, pull that knee towards your chest, press your forearm to that knee, and modify pigeon as we lay on our back. And then go ahead and release it. Place your feet down, hands down. Draw your bottom up, shoulder blades under. Reach those fingertips towards your heels, knees and ankles line up, and then tap it down and lift. Make sure those knees and hips track together. Don't let your knees fall out. So you lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. And squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. Woo! That breeze feels good. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Take that left leg, kick it up, and then keep dropping it down and tapping it up. That bottom goes down, that leg stays up. Lift, 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 and lift. Down, lift, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Lift it up. Now lower it down and lift it up. Lower and lift, lower, lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower, lift. and lift and lift. 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one. And take that foot, place it onto your right knee. In modified pigeon, draw your bottom down. Pull those knees in, arms reach through, clasp underneath at your thigh, and pull your knee towards you as you press that left forearm against your left knee. Going that modified pigeon as we lay on our backs. And then feet come down. Roll yourself up. Hands come down to your sides, fingertips towards your bottom. You're gonna lift up tabletop. Lift up right here, hold it. And then I want you to pull yourself through and lift those toes up, press and hold your bottom, and then pull yourself up. And lift and lift and lift. And you really want to pull your bottom through, press, 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 hold, press in, and then lift your bottom up. If you're like, what? How do I do that? It's really about pressing, it's about lifting, that engagement. Engaging through the body, it's lifting, pressing in, press, 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 and lift in. Just try it, do the best that you can, pull it through, press it up. Pull it through, press it up, pull it through, press it up. Work at your pace, your ability. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and last one. Lift it up, hold it in tabletop. Hold, hold, hold. Now bring it back, hold it, hold it, hold it, drop it down. Reach the arms, exhale, fold. Good job. So hinging deeper than we did the first time. So take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Place your hands to your ankles if you can. If you need a strap or a towel, anything to help assist. We're gonna flex in those heels, toes towards the sky, engaging the backs of those legs so you can get a little deeper expression and feeling the optimal stretch in the pose. And then go ahead and lift up. And then we're gonna take our right foot on the outside of our left knee. You're gonna hug it and rotate around. The internal rotation, we're wringing out now, our internal organs. So wring them out. Sit tall, take a big inhale, big exhale. You want a deeper expression, you can take this left arm on the outside of your right knee, press it, get a little deeper. You may feel a little snap and a crackle in that spine. If you want to bind, you can take this hand, ravel it through your leg, reach it back, and that back hand's gonna come back and you're gonna clasp. You don't have to do this is just an option. Get a little deeper in that revolution of the body. As you are here, you wanna make sure this front knee stays down, this foot stays down, and they're right by each other. Now as you revolve, focus on breathing. Pushing out, visualizing the cleanliness happening within, the detoxification. Now feel it. As you speak it, as you claim it, feel it. And then slowly unravel and release, and then just unravel those legs to the other side. So the left foot comes on the outside of your right knee. You're gonna hug it in, you're gonna rotate around. Gaze goes behind you. The left hand's back, hug in, take a big inhale and a big exhale. If you wanna go deeper, take that forearm on the outside of that thigh. The right arm on the right outside of the left leg. And if you wanna bind, take that hand, ravel it underneath. You're gonna rotate through that shoulder, reach your arm through, and then find that hand wraps around behind you. Again, keeping that knee pressed down and that foot right beside the knee. As you rotate, breathe. Being intentional here as we feel that cleansing taking place. And then go ahead and release it. Bring your heels to butterfly, pull yourself forward, hips open up, flapping those wings, move side to side. You place your hands around your feet. And then hold yourself center, pull your chest through and forward, and exhale down. And then sit up nice and tall and find your lotus. You can sit in modified lotus, you can sit in that traditional crisscross, or you can find full lotus. Now, if you're in full lotus, I have one more option for you before we leave. When we're pulling our hips back and forth, this is something we can do in our full lotus. Because if we're here, when you pull your knees up, you can lift your bottom up and you can hold in your lotus. Just pull the knees, press into your hands, and lift the bottom. So press in, same dynamic as you press in. That's something, again, you can play with. You play with all these poses, I know, every day, trying to just get a little deeper into your practice. Anyway, let's press our palms up, and we're blissed out from our practice, feeling good. Find a little dance, a woohoo, and let's find that blissed out mudra. So thumb, middle, and ring finger. Other fingers extend, palms are up. Smiles, joy, feel it, own it. You gotta see it to believe it inside of you. Doesn't matter what's going on externally, it's all what's going on in here. And it's a state of mind within that projects outward in a filter that creates our reality. Take a big inhale, bring your hands to heart center. May we stay in this state, unwavered in our blissfulness. And in this state, as we're communing with God, we're divinely guided. And in this space, we can be a servitude towards others. We can make an impact into this world. And together, collectively, we can raise the consciousness and unite heaven on earth. Let's go ahead and take a big inhale, lifting arms all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Big inhale. To heart center. And a big inhale. Exhale. And namaste. Much love, much light. Woo, thank you, thank you.